behold. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
The action has already started. He's got away. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Ugarte. Garnacho. Now João Pedro. Going for goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Bruno Fernandes. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal.
Nói với em một lời trước khi xa rời, để em thôi muộn phiền những đêm chơi vơi. Nếu nào mang một đời có ai thấu hiểu, chỉ mong khi gặp lại đã quên được người. Nói với anh là xin lỗi em phải thua một người tin ta. Ôi như em vậy à, hy sinh cho anh tất cả rồi bị bỏ rơi giống như một bình hoa. Tôi bỏ anh đi rồi em đã nói không nên lời, người thành thơi để lại em ở mỏi gió. Chẳng có cơ hội bận tâm một kén thôi là tại sao.
Nhân gian thì trăm vạn người, sao ta chỉ thấy một người, chỉ muốn giang tay che chở em một đời. Bông hoa nào xinh dạng ngời, ta trao tặng em thay lời, dệt mối yêu đương, bắt nhịp cầu đưa em tới. Si mê một nét dịu dàng, ta như lạc trốn địa đàng, nhìn thấy nước đang bao nhiêu ưu phiền miên man. Con tim một cái làng bạc, em du vào cõi mơ màng, đời mấy anh hùng qua được ngày hồng nhan. Gió mây bắc ngang thân chẳng kiếp phiêu. Gió mây bắc ngang thân chẳng một kiếp phiêu bạc. Chứ duyên chẳng.
Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Up to meet it! Just off target.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
That is a poor kick by the keeper, being intercepted. Casemiro. Menu. Bruno Fernandes. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. He's had a look. Sesko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Bruno Fernandes. Done very well to intervene. Referee has just said play on. Caicedo doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Bruno Fernandes. Cunha not easily shrugged off the ball. Matheus Cunha. João Pedro. He's through. And the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Carrera does well there, alert. João Pedro. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. De Ligt. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Now it's João Pedro. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Diogo Dalot. Martinez drives it forward. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's João Pedro. Palmer. It's a great ball. De Ligt is there to heave it away. Chelsea have it back and they can go again. Shaw. Out for a throw. Shaw. Matheus Cunha. James gets it back. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Palmer. Matheus Cunha. Menu. He goes long. Timely intervention. Meno needed to come up with a better ball.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And he's there to cut it out. Now it's João Pedro. Now it's Pedro Neto. Looking to force his way through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Chelsea clearly seem to have lost their passing accuracy, something they're obviously going to have to fix pretty quickly now.
And that's been levered clear. Mbuemo. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Garnacho. Garnacho was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Garnacho. And it's half-time here. So another team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. 0-0. And we are... Yeah, he's fouled him there. It's a goal kick. Cucurella. Garnacho. It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Casemiro. Matías Cunha. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. And that is as far as they're going to go. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Oh, some tackle that. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
Manchester United seem to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Cucurella. Garnacho. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Sesko. He's picked him out. Shapes to shoot! It's in! The breakthrough arrives at last!
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
A 1-0 lead established.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
He spotted the run and played him through. Nguemo is onto it and can take it up. Gets up to head it! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Deftly done. Badiashile cuts it out. Casemiro drives it forward. Pedro Neto. Hits one! Garnacho. Now Pedro. Could be a chance here. Manchester United look as though they're gearing themselves up for something pretty physical here.
Yeah, I think it's one of those situations where you've got to break.
Goes for goal! Good save, keeper read that well.
Sesko certainly had to make his mind up quickly, and he rushed it.
Caicedo. Garnacho. Now it's Pedro. Garnacho. Well read, he sorted that out. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Has a hit! He has done it! Do not write them off! Back they come! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
Shot at goal! Goal! Manchester United! And they've got their lead back. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
United go into the lead.
Yeah, it's been their hard work that has got him this lead, but I just wonder whether they can keep it up. This may take a toll now.
Has he picked him out? And the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Tries to get it clear. Tries one! Hits off target and by quite a way. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
And the weighted pass. Here it comes. Now it's Diallo. He's come loose. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Caicedo. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Chance to shoot! No foul, says the referee. And that's it. Really entertaining game. So many talking points. In a way, a shame anybody had to lose. Reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. We're on the way. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Bruno Fernandes is the modern-day Portuguese maestro, and I really like him for his character as well, something that's not picked up on very much. I see him as a player who always goes about his business with conviction and authority, and a proper leader.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Matheus Cunha. And it's played forward. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Palmer. Garnacho. Short, he's had a goal! Goal! Chelsea!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Manchester United trail at this early stage. Goes for goal! Caicedo. Pedro provides an outlet. James. The Blues making the ideal start. It is something to build on.
Always when you score early, it gives you such a lift, and it casts doubt in the minds of your opponents at the same time. And that pretty much sums up the difference in what we've seen. One team assured, the other a little unsure.
And he's shown him a clean... hits one! Oh, another save.
Oh, that's a stunning save. I mean, his reflexes were incredible then. That's as good a save as you'll see.
João Pedro. Pedro Neto. Matheus Cunha. Adebayo cuts it out. Palmer tried to play it through.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And that's been won straight back. Menu. Looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Palmer. He's in, has a pop! They've scored! And already they're looking to run away with it.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Chelsea take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Timely intervention. Palmer. Good ball. Got a sight of goal, and the finish! They are rampant! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight! Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Pedro Neto was not to be moved. Now it's João Pedro. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Adebayo goes back to base. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes loses his balance and loses the ball. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Palmer. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there's plenty that can be said about the last 45 minutes, but one thing that cannot be said is that it's dull. One-sided, yes, but packed with excitement.
This looks
well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
The Blues have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Bruno Fernandes. James. Fernandes. Pedro Neto. He's picked him out. It's a great ball. De Ligt did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bruno Fernandes. Sesko plays it out to the flank. Menu.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Looking to break out here. Garnacho tries to get it forward quickly. Martinez. Casemiro. Shaw. Shaw goes looking. Fernandes. Garnacho. Well read, he sorted that out. There really wasn't very much in that. Not far away from being a telling final ball.
Chelsea seem to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
He's had a shot! It goes to show he is human after all.
Well, he was so quick to respond to that, he almost made it count. Great opportunism.
Diogo Dallo. Time and again they are repelled. And that's a throw-in. Meno plays a clever... No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Sesko lobs it in gently. Shaw is charging up on the overlap. From behind for a goal kick.
It's pretty clear that the defence have decided that the greatest threat to them at the moment, Peter, are people trying to just run at them.
Run at them, and I suppose beyond them, Jim.
Yeah, particularly late runners into the box. That's what you don't want. They're very dangerous to any defence.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Gets the better of it. Shot at goal! And he should have made it four.
Chelsea just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
A chance! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Heads it! And yes, it's there! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. What a great header, got plenty on that.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Chelsea tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. And they've been caught out. Big chance! He scores! Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Yeah, that's brilliant from him. Such a calm finish. Just pick your spot, don't think about what the keeper's going to do, concentrate on what you have to do.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.